What is going on, Capricorn? This is Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct, and this is going to be your reading for the full moon in Sagittarius. Yes, finally made it around to Capricorns. So this is going to be a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment. You Capricorns do good at that, so definitely I appreciate all the love and support of my Cappies. I got a special place in my heart for you guys. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can definitely check out your rising or moon sign, or check out the previous reading that I did for Capricorn, because energy is fluid. Now I get a lot of questions about whether these readings match your other placements, and the answer is yes, it does match any placement in Capricorn, whether that's your rising, your sun, your moon, your Venus, whatever you want to call it, it matches that. It's Capricorn, okay? Other than that, if you are not already following me on IG, go follow me on IG. That's chrisanthony14lbs. And that'll be in the description of the video. Also, I have personal readings that are open to the public. So if you need a more personal experience with me, you can email me about that. That'll also be in the description of the video. Let's hop right in, Capricorn. This is going to be your present energy right here. And this is going to be your second attempt at this reading too, Capricorn, because I was having technical difficulties before. So I just started right back over. So let's see what's going on. Then we're going to be hopping into your futuristic energy over here, like we always do at Capricorn. Let's see what's happening. Now, crowning your reading, you have the Six of Swords, and it's clarified by the Temperance card, right? So with this being full moon in Sagittarius, the Temperance card here is representing Sagittarius. But I feel like a lot of you Capricorns are continuing on this journey, and this journey is kind of like moving along more into your inner world. And by that I mean, you know, you're continuing to uncover your authenticity, right? Uncover your authentic self, and you're doing away with all of the false mask that we wear, right? The persona, you know, the inauthentic parts of yourself. You're kind of like shedding that off more and more. So I feel like you're going deeper and deeper on this journey of self-mastery, right? And getting closer into your authentic self. And this is leading you into a place of balance, right? With the Temperance card here is representing the balance of your internal world so that your external world can be balanced. So the more that you do the work on yourself, the more that you heal yourself, the more that you kind of find balance within your emotional world and your mental state and your physical world, bringing everything together, right, into integration, you start to see that changes are happening around you in your external world. And so I feel like this is a continuation of your journey, like you going deeper and deeper into the work that you've been doing on yourself, the self-work, the self-mastery, right? Coming into a higher level of awareness, learning about yourself, know thyself. And I feel like you Capricorns are doing the work. I got a vision of kind of like what it takes for a tree to grow, right? And I feel like you guys have been doing that work that a tree does before it sprouts above the surface. The roots have to be grown beneath the surface, right? Underground. And the further that the roots grow underground, it makes more room for the tree to grow higher and higher above ground, right? So depending on the amount of work that you're doing in this phase of your life, depending on the amount of self-work and self-mastery that you're doing and learning yourself, that's going to be how high you're able to rise when it comes down to the heights that you're able to reach, right? And a lot of times when we see how tall trees are, how strong trees are, we don't recognize that there was a lot of work that had to be done underground before that tree ever showed growth above ground. And this is kind of like symbolically what's happening with some of you Capricorns. You're doing that internal work so that when it's time for you to start sprouting above ground, and some of you could already be doing this, it's kind of like a reflection of what you were doing internally, all the work that you've already done internally and what you continue to do. So this is kind of what I'm feeling like is happening with you overall with this Sagittarius full moon. It's kind of like you're going deeper and deeper into this authentic self. And you're uncovering, it's kind of like you're even wanting to reveal your authenticity even more to the world, right? You're taking off the mask of who people thought you were, and it's like you're revealing yourself even more, because this talks about transparency. The way she doesn't have any clothes on right here, right? The temperance card here is talking about another level of transparency with yourself and with other people that are in your life and the world in general. It's kind of like you're taking on another perspective, right? Because you've reached another level of authenticity, so you see yourself differently in the world. You're moving differently. You have a higher level of confidence, a higher level of balance that you've reached because you've found out this deeper quality of yourself, right? It's almost like you found another layer of who you are, and that's causing you to present yourself in a different way. In the month of June going into July, Capricorn. So I'm loving this energy. Let's see what else is going on. Right under that, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and it's clarified by the Seven of Swords. So that's another duality that's happening here, right? Now, Seven of Pentacles usually represents somebody that's waiting, that has been patiently waiting on their seeds to bear fruit, everything that they planted. And this is going back to kind of like that tree that I was talking about, how you've been doing the work, you've planted the seeds, you're doing the work underneath the surface, right? But some of you guys may have not been able to see it sprout above ground yet. You probably don't see all of the fruits of your labor yet, but you know that it's coming and it's on the way, right? But it could be a certain level of impatience that's coming in for you, around the full moon, where you're kind of like, okay, how much longer do I have to wait? How much work do I have to do before I see the fruits of my labor? Like, what is going on here for some of you guys, right? And because, let's say, if you've been in this Seven of Pentacles energy, kind of impatiently waiting, that's because you haven't been able to see some of the aspects of what's happening around you. Some of the aspects of your transformation or the aspects of your growth have been kind of hidden. So it's been a lot of things that's been happening behind the scenes energetically and universally for you. So it does have you in a place where you're kind of like impatient because you don't see the things happening. Some of the details elude you, right? And it's all happening, if you can look at this card, beneath the surface of what you can actually see with these Seven of Swords. Now, Seven of Swords also can represent deception sometimes, right? So this could represent some sort of self-deception or someone else deceiving you. But overall, I feel like this has to do more so with things that are happening beneath the surface. It's kind of like some things that are rumbling beneath the surface, right? Waiting to come out and be shown above the surface and out in the open, but it's just not ready yet. And so you're waiting on it. This could have to do with something that you're working on, what you're trying to build, a business, your job, a craft that you're working on, a side hustle, whatever it could be. You're investing into it and you're building and building and building, but you haven't seen the real growth yet, because it is a process and it does take time. And I think this is what we were talking about in your other reading, right? At the beginning of the month, we were talking about how everything is being done step by step, and you're getting the pieces to the puzzle as you take the step. And as you lay down that one piece of the puzzle, then the next one comes in. And it has to be done in this type of fashion, right? So this is you maybe kind of getting a little bit weary or impatient with the process because you don't have all the details yet. And you're only able to see the steps as they come, right? And not seeing all the steps at the same time. But it's a reason for this, right? All right, so moving right along, we have the Queen of Wands, and it's clarified by the King of Pentacles. Now, these are two court cards. So I do feel like this could be either two people that are kind of like in your energy. There could be a fire sign and an earth sign. Or this could be you taking on this Queen of Wands energy, which is the social butterfly of the tarot, right? The collaborator, the one that partners up and attracts a lot of key people into their life, right? You're able to influence with this Queen of Wands energy, and you could be attracting an earth sign into your sphere of influence, right? King of Pentacles, somebody who is very good with money and material wealth and finances. Somebody who is very focused on their finances, right? Very grounded, wants to build for the future, thinking about longevity. You could be definitely rubbing shoulders with someone that is like that if you're taking on a Queen of Wands energy. And especially if you're kind of like out and about, rubbing shoulders, networking with people. This is what the Queen of Wands does. If you're doing that towards the end of June or the second half of June, then you could be coming across somebody who is like a Queen or King of Pentacles, right? Now, this could be definitely your energy that you're taking on too, with the King of Pentacles being an earth sign energy. This could be you, Capricorn, kind of taking on the energy of somebody who is very focused on their finances and building for the future and, you know, thinking about longevity and what I have to do today that's going to help me 10 years down the line, right? And so you could be attracting a fire sign into your life that is kind of like very social. And you know, I kind of think that this could be a partnership that's coming together. Even if it's not romantic, it could be on the business side, where it kind of represents two kingdoms coming together, two different perspectives that come together and can create something, you know, or build something that's very stable, because this is a king and a queen. So this is definitely talking about a couple or a partnership. Romantically, it could be either a earth sign or a fire sign that's coming into your sphere of influence and that you're attracting, or somebody that are taking that's taking on the quality of a King of Pentacles or Queen of Wands, right? So yeah, and then we have the Death card, Major Arcana here, clarified by the 10 of Cups. So the Death card definitely talks about this transformation that I kind of alluded to up top when I was talking about you continuing on inward into your inner world, kind of into this transformational stage that you're in. So there is definitely transformation energies that surrounding you with the Death card, right? Talking about a complete transformation. It's not even, I'm not even feeling an ending of a cycle and then a new beginning of a new cycle. I'm just feeling like alchemy with this card. Like you're definitely practicing alchemy. A lot of you Capricorns, you're definitely transcending some things that you find you can't go around and you can't go through and you can't just kind of like end. You're actually choosing to transform it instead of like ending a cycle and beginning a new cycle. You're choosing to transcend. And sometimes we have to transcend things, right? Albert Einstein has a famous quote that he talks about when he says that some problems can't be solved on the same levels that they were created, right? Some problems can only be solved on a different level with a different perspective, right? A higher level of consciousness. So certain situations in our life, we have to transcend them instead of solving them, right? And I feel like with a certain area of your life, you're seeing how you have to alchemically transform this situation that you're in, or transform yourself and transcend certain ideas or aspects of yourself. So there's definitely some deep alchemical work happening around you Capricorns. And this is having to do with what it is that will give you fulfillment, right? Emotional fulfillment is what the 10 of Cups talks about. And you wanting to get into a place where you are fulfilled within yourself. The 10 of Cups talks about us already, you know, being fulfilled within ourselves so that we can attract the things externally that also feed into that fulfillment, right? Because a lot of times we do it the wrong way. And I talk about this a lot in my readings about how sometimes we go externally and try to grab things and bring it into our internal world to fulfill us and to give us happiness and give us joy, peace, whatever. And we're doing it backwards. A lot of times we have to go internally first and get that joy and that peace and that abundance within ourselves, and then we start attracting things externally. You have learned this though, Capricorn. You've learned that as within is the same thing that happens without, right? As within, so without. As above, so below. So you're doing that inner work because you're wanting to attract certain things into your life externally. But you know, in order for you to do that, you have to be in a place internally to attract it. And so you are transforming yourself internally, which is definitely bringing you into a phase of attracting your emotional fulfillment, your wish fulfillment, right? What it is that makes you happy, what it is that makes you feel like you're content, you're satisfied, you're full. That's coming in towards you because you've been transforming yourself. So I like that, Capricorn. Moving right along, we have the Sun card, which is another major arcana, right? Talking about positivity, optimistic. It's talking about fertility. It's talking about growth, right? So I do feel like you're going from this Seven of Pentacles energy into the Sun energy, right? Because this person here was waiting on the sun to shine on it, right? On their labor, on the fruits of their labor. They were waiting to see the fruits of their labor, but they had to be patient, right? But now you do have the Sun energy coming in energetically, right? Which is kind of like making you move away from this place of being impatient, of feeling like nothing was happening, feeling like all this work is for nothing. You're definitely walking away from that, right? Walking away from that emotional disappointment, or walking away from a disappointment that could have been in an emotional way, right? A relationship, a job, an environment, people, a social circle. I feel like you're walking away from this towards the end of June, and it's definitely bringing you some lightness, some happiness, some good vibes. You no longer want to connect with people that are on a lower vibration. And because you're making a choice to move away, you're going to experience another level of growth, right? Another level of happiness, of lightness, of playfulness, lightheartedness is what the Sun card represents, right? You checking in with your inner child and allowing your inner child to spread their wings, right? And just be happy, be your true self, be your authentic self, and not care what anybody else has to think about it. And this is what you're moving into, right? You're moving away from the cares of the world or the cares of what people think about who you are and what you represent and how you choose to display yourself. And you're coming to a place of liberty and freedom. Let's go, Capricorn. I like it. So yeah, a lot of moving, a lot of movement happening in your energy, a lot of transformation happening, right? Alchemy, transcending, a lot of that is happening around your energy, around this Sagittarius full moon. And you'll probably definitely feel it and kind of take it on, Capricorn. But progress is being made, definitely. So I don't think you have to really think that no movement is being made. It kind of only looks like that on the surface. But underneath the surface, you have a lot of transformation that's happening. Definitely surrounding your true self, surrounding what it is that brings you happiness, surrounding your ability to be happy. So your capacity is definitely growing for what it is that you can attract into your world. Which is why I think you are going to be attracting new people into your world. This earth sign or this fire sign that is coming in mid-month could be definitely a key player when it comes down to what you're trying to build, or you could be connecting with this person as like a business partnership, or this could definitely be love, like a kind of life partner attraction that's happening. All right, so let's keep it moving in your future energy. We have the Knight of Cups, we have the High Priestess, we have the Empress, and then we have the Three of Cups. So with the Knight of Cups energy here, I feel like there definitely could be an offer that's coming in, an emotional offer, and this could be from that fire or earth sign, or it could be from a water sign. It could be from any sign, to be honest, because I'm seeing all signs here. But in your future energy, you have an offer that's coming in, some type of emotional offer. It could be around love. It could be around an opportunity, right, that you just feel emotional about and you feel like you're emotionally tied into. But this offer comes in and it definitely brings you clarity with the Ace of Swords here. It talks about clarity coming in, right? Clarity of mind, clarity of purpose, of vision, and direction. And I feel like that kind of was missing with this Seven of Pentacles energy, which is why you were starting to get impatient, because you couldn't see everything that was happening and everything was not clear to you. But now it's kind of like what was once beneath the surface is coming above the surface with this Sun card, talking about everything out in the open, transparency. And so this brings in clarity to you, and it is surrounding some type of offer that's coming in either from a person or in the realm of business or job or opportunity, right? And it kind of is kind of like the light that comes into the room, the flashlight gets turned on, and you're kind of like, oh, okay. Now this kind of makes sense why I had to wait. It kind of makes sense why, I felt like nothing was happening, but you see that things were happening, right? But this has to do with divine timing is what I'm picking up. So this offer is coming in at the right time. And it does have something to do with what makes you happy, emotional fulfillment. It's definitely speaking to what it is that brings you emotional happiness. And so it could be love, or it could just be an opportunity that you have to do something that you love to do. But whatever it is bringing clarity. It's bringing in a fresh new start also, a fresh new mindset and mentality that you're going to be able to take on now. Because like I said, I feel like you have a different mentality that you're taking on surrounding your authenticity, right? And you being your true self and showing off your true nature. And this offer that comes in is going to kind of put you even more so in that energy. Definitely, Capricorn. You're also tapping into your intuitive nature, using your intuition when it comes down to this new partnership that's coming in or new love that's coming in, definitely. And I think in your last reading, if I'm not mistaken, I could have been talking about a new love energy that was coming in for you guys. I think that's happening for a lot of people in June anyway. So you could definitely have some suitors that are coming your way if it's not this earth sign or fire sign. And I'm definitely thinking about this earth sign more so than anything. Or water sign. But you're definitely using your intuition to kind of like discern this offer that's coming in, because you do have the Two of Cups talking about a soulmate that's coming into your presence, definitely. But because there's so much here talking about your emotional fulfillment and your emotional happiness, I do feel like this could be romantic in a lot of ways. But you do have your guards up a little bit. You are kind of like tapping into your intuition to see if the vibes are right, if this truly is a soulmate connection, if this person really is offering something that is worthwhile, or if it's just another person coming through trying to connect with you, and kind of see what you're all about and then move right along. But I feel like it's something special about this connection or this offer that's being made, this partnership that you're coming in line with. And your intuition is almost like telling you that too. Your intuition is letting you know, like, yeah, there's something here. There's some type of soulmate connection. And it's at the beginning stage, but you're going to receive clarity on it when it comes in. And I feel like I keep hearing like it's all going to make sense when this offer comes in, this offer of love, definitely for some of you people, or a partnership. But definitely take the time to discern it and tap into your intuitive nature to see exactly what it's about. Then you have the Empress card here, clarified by the Queen of Swords. Empress energy could be what you're taking on with your developments, with your projects that you're working on and trying to build, with yourself in general. The Empress is once again attractive, right? Talking about abundance, creativity, fertility. The mother of the tarot, the nurturer of the tarot, and you either nurturing yourself or nurturing your surroundings, being the person that people come to feel that nurturing mother energy, right? So I do feel attractiveness that's happening. And then you have the Queen of Swords here. It could be an air sign around you also. Or you're taking on some air qualities. It's a lot of court cards here. So I feel like you could have a lot of people surrounding you towards the end of June, this second month of June. Because you're kind of like the social butterfly. You're taking on that Queen of Wands energy. So you could be rubbing shoulders with a lot of different players. This King of Pentacles, this Queen of Swords. This feels like a different person, though. I think you're taking on that attractive Empress energy where you're attracting abundance, and then there's another player that's here coming in as the Queen of Swords, which is very logical. They could be attracted to you in some type of way, but this could definitely be in business or collaboration. They could be wanting to collaborate with you in some type of way. I feel like this is kind of like, this could be somebody that's part of your soul tribe that's kind of coming into your realm in the month of June, towards the end of June or going into July. And they have something that is kind of key to what you're trying to build. And you have something that's key to what they're trying to build, and they're attracted to you for that reason. This Queen of Swords. Very logical person, very grounded, very detached emotionally, is all about business. And something about this person is kind of like drawing you to them. So you're like, I like the way that you move. I like the way that you're kind of like pursuing your career or pursuing your, endeavors. So it's a lot of here about partnerships or teaming up with people that could be happening with you, Capricorn, because you're definitely letting your true colors show. There are people that kind of like I think you're attracting your soul tribe. Some people are coming in and wanting to collaborate with you. But I feel like you're the mother of it all. Whatever this is that's coming together, people see you as being kind of like the leader or the forerunner, right? The pioneer. And people are wanting to come in and kind of like attach or connect with what it is that you already have going. Capricorn, let's go. Let's finish it off for you. Then we have the Three of Cups, clarified by the Four of Wands. Three of Cups could be celebrations or reunions. Also talking about collaboration. I feel like you are collaborating with some people. Like I said already, it's kind of like some group thinking that's happening, or just networking that's happening, and you're coming into kind of like an alliance, some of you Capricorns, with other people that are like-minded, and you guys are celebrating the fact that you're collaborating and about to start something new. This is also talking about a reunion. For some of you people, it could be someone maybe coming in from the past in love, wanting to reconnect, wanting to have a stable connection and relationship with you, with the Four of Wands, talking about stability. It's talking about a partner that matches you, that is on the same frequency, that creates a reciprocal type of connection, equal give and take. And you guys could be meeting each other in the middle. But I do feel like you're just collaborating with people, even if this is just socially, because you could be starting to feel more social coming into the summertime, and you're wanting to go out and not just socialize just to socialize, but you're going into key events. I feel like you're going to socialize around people that connect with what it is that you're trying to build for yourself. So you're going out to meet and greets, maybe to shows, showcases, bars where they have certain events going on, networking events, and you're having fun at these events, but you're also taking care of business, because your focus is building stability with these people that you're rubbing shoulders with. So keep your eye out for these key players that are going to be coming in. Air sign, earth sign, fire sign, or water sign. I see all the signs here. So yeah, you're just going to be ready to collaborate and build. and people are attracted to you by your true nature. So definitely be yourself for the next half of June. Hopefully you guys enjoy this new or this full moon that's coming in, Sagittarius, bringing that balance in. And hopefully that is this reading resonated with you guys. I'm going to end it off right there. We're at 30 minutes. And like always, if it did resonate, like, share, subscribe, comment. And I will be back with another reading for you guys, maybe in the beginning of July. All right, later.